Hi guys, welcome back to Orange Potter YouTube channel. I'm Jo and today we are diving into the ultimate showdown, the Hermes Kelly or the Hermes Birkin. If you're on the hunt for the perfect luxury handbag, this episode is a must watch. We will be comparing across various aspects to help you decide which will be your next bag, the Kelly or Birkin. So let's get started. Before we dive into today's topic, let me give you the specs breakdown of the bags that we are comparing. These two bags are from my personal collection. So we have a black Kelly Cellier here in black color Epsom leather gold hardware. This is bought in May this year and stem U. For this Birkin 25, it's made of Chevrolet leather and it's a HSS special order bag because usually we don't see Birkins in Chevrolet leather. They are mostly in Swift or in Togo leather. So in order to have a bag B25 in Chevrolet leather, you need to special order it. This is bought in year 2017 and stem A. Today's comparison, we will be comparing across 8 different criteria to help you better decide whether you should go for a Kelly or a Birkin. And for each criteria, I will be giving my personal rating based on my experience for each bag. The 8 different criteria are: number 1, structure; number 2, leather wear and tear; number 3, the weight of each bag; number 4, ease of closure; number 5, interior space; number 6, different ways of carrying; number 7, price versus resale value; and finally, perceived value of each bag. Without further ado, let's start with the number 1 criteria, structure. First up, let's talk about structure. Kelly Cellier has a more structured silhouette and it also has this trapeze shape. So because of the trapeze shape, it looks more polished and more sophisticated. On the other hand, the Birkin have a slouchier profile. It creates this really relaxed elegance and it's more casual yet luxurious style. In terms of retaining shape and structure after years of usage, you can see that the Kelly Cellier is definitely a clear winner in this category. The Kelly bag comes in a Cellier and a rattan design. If you want a more structured bag, always go for the Kelly Cellier. For a pre-loved Chevrolet Birkin 25, you can see that the overall structure and shape of the bag is still pretty well retained. But in terms of structure, you can see a little bit of a leather waves around the front part of the bag. So in terms of the first criteria, structure, I would rate the Kelly Celliers a 5-star and the Birkin a 4-star. Next, the second criteria that we are comparing between the Kelly and the Birkin is leather wear and tear. Let's start off with the front of both bags. In terms of the front of the Kelly Cellier, you will definitely expect more wear and tear for this bag because during the opening and closing of the Kelly flap, especially around the Kelly closure clasp area, there will be scratches around this area as you are reaching out for your stuff. As for the Birkin 25, we usually carry this bag with the flap of the Birkin tucked into the bag like this. So when you reach out for stuff inside your bag, the Birkin will be less prone to scratches. Another way to protect your Birkin 25 if you want to have the flap down is to actually add a back pocket at the back of the bag so that you can put all your essentials that you are constantly reaching out for. As for the back of your Kelly, if you're carrying it as a side sling or a cross sling bag, it will be more prone to wear and tear as it brushes against your apparels. And somehow it's easier to knock into things and cause more scratches at the side of the bag. As for the Birkin, it is usually carried as a handbag, so the chances of knocking into things is much lesser. For the interior, as mentioned earlier, the Birkin 25 has an open flap. It's easier to reach out for stuff in your Birkin bag, and because of that, it doesn't result in too much press mark within the bag. As for the Kelly Cellier, it has a smaller opening, so when you are reaching out for stuff inside the bag, it will cause scratches around this area here, as well as press marks within the bag itself. Overall, you can expect a slightly more wear and tear for the Kelly Cellier as compared to the Birkin 25. I personally feel after using these bags for years, I feel that I don't have to baby a Birkin 25 as much as I baby a Kelly 25 set. In terms of the second criteria, leather, wear and tear, I would rate the Birkin 25 a 5-star and a Kelly Sallier 4-star. Third criteria, weight and ease of carrying. First off, the Birkin 25 weighs approximately about 700 grams and the Kelly Sallier is about 500 grams. The Birkin also feels a lot heavier to carry, and essentially this is the only way to carry. The Kelly, on the other hand, not only is lighter, you can also carry it on various ways as a top handle bag with the sling strap and also on the crook of your arm. And you notice that the opening of the handle for the Kelly Sallier as compared to the Birkin 25, for the Birkin 25 is a lot smaller. So when you are carrying the bag, it's quite a hassle to put through your wrist through the handle here. Overall, the Kelly Sallier feels a lot more comfortable to carry, and it's also more versatile because of the various ways of how you can carry the bag. So, in terms of number 3 criteria, weight and ease of carrying, I will rate the Kelly Sallier a 4-star and the Birkin a 3-star. For today's comparison, the fourth criteria that we want to talk about is the ease of closure. In terms of ease of closure, if we have both of the bags locked and secured, I personally feel that the Sallier is a lot harder to open and close the bag because of the rigid structure of the bag. So here we can see for the Kelly Sallier, we will require a little bit more force to pull the sangle strap onto the turn knob closure. So personally, when I know that I'm carrying my Kelly for that day, I would wear an outfit with pockets so that I can put all my essentials in the pocket and I don't have to constantly open and close my bag. And going back to criteria 2, we talk about the possibilities of adding a back pocket at the back of your Birkin. And also keeping your flap open like that, we can totally eliminate the need to open and close the Birkin. So, in terms of number 4 criteria, ease of closure, I would rate the Kelly Sallier 3 stars and the Birkin 5 stars. Testing. Oops. Next, on criteria 5, I'll be rating it based on interior space and compartment. So, in terms of compartment, both bags, Birkin and Kelly Sallier, they have the same number of compartment, which is an open compartment and a zip compartment. With the Birkin's column structure, it's more spacious and it's more ideal if you are putting in larger items inside your bag. Whereas for the Kelly Sallier, because it's more of a trapeze structure, you can't really put bigger items inside. Although the Birkin is more spacious on the interior, however, it's not natural to actually stack your items inside the bag. So in terms of the interior space, I would actually rate both bags the same. On a personal note, if you're someone with a lot of stuff to carry out, size 25 for both the Kelly Sallier and the Birkin is not an ideal size to stuff a lot of things inside. So maybe you would like to consider like a size 30 or a 35. So in terms of criteria 5, interior space and compartments, I would rate both bags 3.5 stars. Next, criteria 6, number of ways of carrying. The Kelly bag can be carried as a top handle, crook of the elbow, crossbody bag, side sling, and you also have the option of changing the Kelly strap to a shorter strap and transforming it into a shorter sling bag. The Hermes Birkin can be carried by in hand and hanging from the crook of the elbow. Not many people know about this, but you can actually add a strap to your Birkin and transform it into a shoulder bag. In order to carry the Birkin as a shoulder bag, you either need a clasp closure that is much bigger than this, or you can look for a strap that has this button closure. So for the Kelly Sallier, I summarized a total of 5 ways to carry, and for the Birkin, 3 ways of carrying. For criteria 6, the number of ways of carrying both bags, I would rate the Kelly Sallier a 4-star and the Birkin 25 a 3-star. Moving on to criteria 7, price versus resale value. There are many factors to determine the resale value of a Kelly and a Birkin. The resale value very much depends on factors such as leather type, hardware, year of production, the rarity of the bag versus the popularity of the bag, inclusions, and the overall condition of the bag. Both bags are very good investment, but historically, the Birkin has shown higher resale value due to its rarity. But based on my observation, the Kelly has gained a lot of popularity over the past 5 to 8 years. Now, the Kelly Sallier holds the same resale value as a Birkin 25. So, in terms of our 7 criteria, price versus resale value, I will rate both bags a 5 stars. We are moving on to our last criteria, criteria 8, perceived value. In terms of perceived value, both bags hold a prestigious allure in the fashion world. The Kelly's structured elegance will appeal to those who prefer a quiet luxury statement, while the Birkin effortless charm will attract those seeking an iconic look. So, in our last criteria, number 8 criteria, perceived value, I would rate the Birkin a 5-star and the Kelly a 4-star. And there you have it, our comprehensive comparison of the Birkin and Kelly bags. Each bag excels in different aspects, catering to different style preferences and needs. Ultimately, the choice between the 2 bags boils down to your personal needs and your lifestyle. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more luxury fashion insights. Let me know which bag stole your heart if you can only have one bag, the Kelly or the Birkin. Thanks for joining us today. We will see you guys at the next one.